Mr. Trife Gangster. Shall we begin? Let's talk about it, man. First and foremost, let me say this, right? I try to put my differences to the side as a man and support your movement. I made videos bigging you up at a time where you was trying to be elected to get into office just to show support for brothers that come from the struggle just like me. You dudes slandered me retardedly in Clubhouse with your little audience. So I came to YouTube on the big stage and slandered you with my big audience. Right. So y'all thing is, Hassan Campbell, he ain't outside doing the work. Let me switch them glasses up so I can see a little bit better, huh? Let me clean them up. But even without the glasses, I can't really see. But even without the glasses, I see through your bullshit. I see you. Peekaboo. I see you. I see through your bullshit. Let me break this down to you. 13 different cities, towns, and states, right? In the black community broke their record with the highest crime rate ever. So my question to you is, what exactly are you accomplishing being outside besides holding up cardboard boxes and bullhorns? Boom, boom, boom. Rewind. Let me say that again. If you dudes is outside doing the work, my question is exactly what work are you doing, Trife Gangster, outside? Because your bullhorns and your cardboard boxes is not stopping the crime rate. Now, let me rebuttal and let me respond to you. Y'all say I'm not outside doing the work because I'm always in the house behind the desk. No, let me flip that. I'm always inside the house raising the kids. Right. Because if y'all convince more dudes to go in the house to do the work, you wouldn't have to be outside trying to get the kids off the street where all the crimes is happening. Bingo! Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. See? What y'all be doing is, y'all be playing reverse psychology games. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the hate is. Home is where all the problems is becoming, or rather is created for the community. The broken homes. The children who have a lack of fathers being in the house because they outside on a street corner is the reason why these children are taken to the streets with their anger, which is the reason why the crime rate is going up. Hassan Campbell spends his time, right, in the house, preparing meals and waiting for my children to get home from school while my wife works 2 jobs. So I sacrifice my time to make home while I work at home and raise my children. Because if I'm outside working, busting my ass, and my wife is outside working, busting her ass, who's raising the children? So y'all try to play the flip road. He ain't never outside doing the work. I do the work inside so you don't have to clean up after my kids outside. And if more parents took the time to do exactly what I was doing, this world would be a better place. These kids out there running amok in the streets because there's no fathers out there. Or rather, there's no fathers in the house. Home is where the heart is. These kids is not receiving love. They don't know what it feels like to have a hug. These kids ain't being tucked in bed at nighttime by their daddies. No, they're being tucked in by R. Kellys and Bambadas. And holding up bull signs, holding up bullhorns and cardboard boxes. Bullhorns and cardboard boxes is your whole movement. Dogs, you don't have a job. But you sitting That chain and that piece that you have on is out of your budget. You can't afford it. So it shows me exactly where the tax people money is going. But I knew that before I supported you. I said, you know what? He treated himself to a big budget. While most of the dudes around you complaining and leaving because they ain't getting checks. I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad. Allegedly. I want to see everybody win. I don't like these back and forths going back and forth. But if you dudes think that y'all going to tear me down in Clubhouse and I'm not going to respond, you're bugging. I don't need you. I don't need your movement. I don't trust your movement. I know who you being sponsored by. Your budget, your 501c3 comes from who? The enemy. It takes us back to the days of Reagan, when he flooded the community, then created the war on drugs. It ain't no different from y'all movement. They control y'all. But you know what? I understand sometimes we got to infiltrate them the same way that the FBI infiltrate us. So I try to support you, brothers, hoping that you'll do the right thing. But the reality of it is, all you dudes come off as snake oil salesmen. That's it. If you convince more people with your bullhorn to get their kids out of the street and start having more Sunday dinners, you know, like at Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house, where we got the macaroni and cheese and the chicken, we got the candy yams and all that, and all the cousins and brothers and sisters sit around and play fight in the living room. Remember those days? If we took it back to that, the world would be a better place. Y'all keep trying to convince people to go outside when the work is at home. Charity begins at home. Home is where the heart is. That's why you always find me at home. So forgive me for not being apologetic, for always being at home. When the kids got a problem, Dad is right there. When I grew up, Dad wasn't there. He was outside, putting that dope in his vein. He had no time for me. I make all the time in the world for my children. The best that I can. And I'm raising damn near over 20 children. Children that ain't even mine. Taking it to my home. When I go outside, I get the runaways and I bring them home and I raise them. Then I send them out in the world after graduating from high school. Like my daughter Vaughnie. That ain't my daughter. This is what I do. When the people around me find their kids in the foster care system, I go get them out. And clean them up until their mothers get their shit together and send them right back home. This is what I do. I don't have to keep calling names. So when you say I'm not outside doing the work, no, it's because I'm at home raising somebody else's children. If more children went in the house, the world would be a better place. If more fathers was in the house, the world would be a better place. Yo, you ever watch them videos on Instagram and on Facebook? When the dad come home from jail and pops up on a child and you see the child cry, the tears that comes out of the eyes of these children. Do you see the pain when they see their fathers? My kids don't go through that because daddy's home. Things I miss at home. I'm not sorry because I'm always home. I'm sorry that you niggas is always in the street. It is what it is, man. To all you women out there, man, stop laying down with these dudes that ain't gonna never hug your children. If your kids is in the house, if your man is in the house, if your wife is in the house, that's where you're supposed to be. It's safe to say, even the police don't feel safe outside no more. Extra, extra, read all about it. That's all you see. It's crime in the street. Kids in the house, depressed. because they can't go outside to play with their friends because their mothers is afraid that they ain't gonna make it home. The crime rate done tripled in 13 different states, cities, towns where black people live at. The safest times we ever had was during the lockdown of COVID. And y'all talking about defund the police? No, defund you, snake oil salesmen. It is what it is. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that subscribe button. Ooh, I know this video hit home for a lot of people. Home, home, home. Y'all outside. I say stay at home. Cook a meal for your kids and watch a movie with them.